Hey Aquarius, how are we all? Hope everyone is doing really well. Just doing a bit of a weekly reading for you there. Just looking into the general sort of energies going on for you, Aquarius. I will be sort of looking into the energies today with our paper oracle lenormand deck. I do also have with me the Slavic folklore lenormand for when we're sort of looking a bit more into the actual reality of your situations at the moment. I do have the Island Time Wellness Oracle, as well as my own sort of homemade deck that does sort of look at just letters, months, and signs that might be important. Um, but today we're sort of starting off for you, Aquarius, with a quote from A Guide for the Advanced Soul, a book of insight. So I'm finding that these are sort of giving us a bit of an inkling, just a bit of an overview of what's going on for you, Aquarius. So, Aquarius, inner peace can be reached only when we practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is letting go of the past and is therefore the means for correcting our misperceptions. That's by Gerald G. Jampolsky. Love is letting go of fear. Okay, so looking at the idea of, achieving inner peace through practicing forgiveness for our past, letting go of the past, seeming to be, quite important at the moment there. Letting go of the past, accepting things that have passed, and maybe even being able to see those things in a different light to help us, find that sense of peace for those things that might have happened in the past. So forgiveness for yourself, I kind of hear that one as a lot of forgiveness for yourself and who you might have been, things you might have done in the past. Okay, so Aquarius, what energy are we finding Aquarius in? Aquarius's energy, please. Okay, so your energy today, we have the bear, we also have the stranger, as well as the mice. Okay, so that's, once again, it is really vibing to me of that quote we just heard there. With the bear, it really does talk about your own sense of power and strength and protecting yourself quite a lot there as well. So it is quite a strong, powerful card. It does remind us to stand in our own power, have that inner strength that be very protective of your inner world, your energy, as well as can be a little bit defensive though. We do find sometimes it can be somebody who's a little bit defensive of them being in that victim mentality a little bit there. So I do find the bear just reminds us to stand strong in our power and sort of not be overprotective and not be defensive in a negative way, but to just be defensive and in a powerful, strong kind of way, that inner strength really shining through. Now, I do feel as though that connects to that message we just heard, when I am seeing the stranger followed by the mice. Okay, so that sort of brings to light that there's a part of yourself that still feels like a stranger to yourself. Okay, so the stranger card, it is very, very similar to the dog card, which talks about friendship and loyalty and compassion, whereas the stranger really talks about identifying those things within yourself. Okay, and with the mouse card there, the mouse can talk about past loss and things that are sort of chewing away at you in the back of your head. So I am really strongly getting that idea that there is something within yourself that you are needing. You have been in this protective mama bear mode over these sides of yourself, and now really is the time to actually move forward in strength and stand up to yourself a little bit as well, and recognizing those things within yourself and not letting them be a stranger to you, sort of getting to know your inner world a little bit more, getting to know yourself when it comes to how you actually feel about these things that have been eating away at you, on a more conscious type level. You know, it may be talking directly about some past losses that you have incurred as well. So, just feeling like you've maybe lost a sense of yourself. If you have feeling strong losses of people that you may have lost in the past, and just that feeling a stranger to the person that you once were. So there's a few little messages there for different people there. So it is a collective reading, so everyone's going to interpret that just a little bit differently. So take on board what resonates for you personally. But I do feel as though we are sort of looking back at your past a little bit there, things that are still sort of eating away at you a little bit, things that have happened in the past that kind of make you feel a stranger to your own self, to your own emotions, to your own, you may be very protective of yourself and not sure why you're feeling so overprotective of certain aspects of yourself. And it's sort of, I really feel like it's that energy where we're sort of wanting just to delve just a little bit deeper and start, like we saw in that statement there, working on that forgiveness and compassion element for yourself. Okay. So we'll get a bit deeper there into the energies that are actually around you, Aquarius. So the energies that are actually around Aquarius, coming toward Aquarius at this time, please. Okay, so I am still seeing the ring on the bottom of the deck there. So we may be just at a tough cycle at the moment, all right? We may just be going through, just a normal sort of phase. Every cycle does loop around, okay? So even if you're in the lower point of a cycle at the moment, remembering that we always come back around to the top of that cycle as well. But I do feel as though what we've got here from the external energies around you at the moment, we have the crossroads, followed by the clouds, and then the coffin card as well. All right, so I feel as though you are really struggling with whatever's eating away at you in your energy there. I am seeing the clouds coming back out. Okay, so that's a very, very similar sort of energy. Talks about overthinking, anxiety, things like that. And with the crossroads there, I do feel as though this is just sort of letting us know that you're actually having to make a conscious choice to move away from those more confused, sort of overthinking type thoughts. Actually having to make a conscious choice that, is this where I really want my path to go? Do I really want to be trapping myself in this sort of energy all the time where I'm overthinking things and these things just constantly eat away at me? Or do I need to sort of start taking some more actions, when it comes to following a different path, trying new things when it comes to the way that I'm thinking about things? So there may also be some external choices headed your way that may not actually have to do directly with this energy, but they may actually influence this energy in some way, shape, or form. You might have some choices coming up in your life that may actually sort of set you off again into that sort of overthinking, anxious, confused kind of mind space. Of course, we'll wait and see what's sort of coming through in the more action reality aspects as well. But I do feel as though that's just letting us know that we are having to consciously choose which direction we want our thoughts to go, and actually consciously choosing to end those those more negative, hard thoughts that are just hurting us. They're not sort of serving our higher self. And consciously choosing to end those things. Like I said with the cycles, you may just be in that cycle. The coffin does talk about that whole death and rebirth aspect as well. So it really talks about needing to end things out at the moment in your energy. All right. So the energy of an ending is definitely sort of coming up for you there. I will grab one more card just to clarify that external energy of some sort of an ending headed your way there. But I feel as though it's going to be talking about ending this overthinking that's going on within your own energy, all right, and consciously choosing to end that so that you can start thinking in a brand new way, all right, because with the coffin there does come, with every ending there does come new beginnings, all right. So I will just grab one to clarify the coffin, please. Can we just clarify the coffin for Aquarius? Yeah. So we're seeing the stork there. Okay, so that's telling us that, yeah, that there are definitely new beginnings there, and whatever these thoughts are churning through your energy at the moment, you definitely are stirring up some energy where you are sort of needing to end out some cycles that may not be serving you anymore, needing to end out that way of thinking. I feel as though it's really talking about this way of thinking, this way that you are kind of, it feels like you're letting things just weigh too heavily on your mind and you're overthinking them, and to the point where you can't get away from them and they're just like eating away at you, and just taking so much out of your energy, because this is actually like, when you stop and think about it, your thoughts are actually more in the reality spectrum. They're not actually normally in the energy spectrum, but they're affecting your energy so badly that they're coming through as your energy and the energy around you at the moment. So, so it is quite, like I do find that when we have that crossover, we're getting stuck too much in our head and we're not following our intuition, following our heart as much as we really should be. So I feel as though it's really talking about, you may have been in this energy because at some point this was protecting you from something or other, all right, and you needed to be like that in order to protect yourself. But I'm really feeling that the conscious choice is coming up to stop thinking like that and to stop allowing yourself to get into this cycle where you are just overthinking, and just and it's just eating away at you even more the more you think about it, all right. So yeah, with the stork, it really does stir up new energy. So it's giving you that option to choose a new way of thinking about things, all right, a brand new way of because once we sit with the coffin there, and that's clarifying that coffin, it's just letting us know that, yeah, once you end out, these things that are, not the best for your higher self, you do have these new beginnings starting, all right. So there's definitely, like, new things coming. A new way of thinking is definitely possible for you at this time, all right. So it's really going to be up to you, but I'll see if that's following through into your action portion, Aquarius. Like I said, that is quite heavy of reality rather than energy itself, and so when I'm feeling people that are stuck in that reality space rather than the energy, from your heart and soul, it is quite a difficult place to be in, and you need to start making some, conscious choices that you want to start, delving more into the 5D rather than being stuck in the 3D quite so much there. Your thoughts are sort of taking over and really affecting your energy as a whole. Okay, but we'll have a look there. Aquarius and their current reality, please. Aquarius, please. Real world, please. Once again, we're seeing that clouds card coming out, all right? So that confusion, that anxiety, that overthinking, you're definitely in that action of overthinking at the moment, all right? And I you know, it leads to doubt and confusion when you are allowing yourself to be stuck in that. What I'm kind of finding here with the rest of this message there, and yeah, I have that mouse on the bottom of the deck as well. So yeah, it's definitely affecting both sides of yourself at the moment. Your real world as well as your energy world there. We've got both aspects being heavily impacted by this overthinking. It may be just sort of one particular issue even that's sort of doing your brain in there, but you really need to remember that you do have that control over that. Okay, we saw the bear, so you definitely have the power and the control over all that. Okay, But yeah, it's coming through in that side of things as well. That you definitely are in this cloud space where you're sort of overthinking things and possibly quite having some anxiety issues and that sort of a thing as well. But it's once again, it's letting us know that, you know, when you're in this space, it's up to you to sort of see the silver lining in the clouds, okay? Because clouds can be like storm clouds, but they also can have them beautiful white fluffy clouds. So it's stopping and looking for the positive thoughts and consciously choosing those positive thoughts, all right? And what you're going to find is something's going to be revealed to you that will really bring things to light. The more that you're looking for the positive aspects, the more you're going to find you know, the truth of the situation anyway. So overthinking things is just confusing you even more. Once you actually stop and focus on the happiness that you know, that you've had in the past and the happy side of things, the more positive side of things, it will sort of bring to light the truth of the matter. All right. So definitely seeing some things being revealed with the sun element shining through there. So, you know, especially with the clouds too, remembering that, you know, the sun can always shine on through those clouds. So really looking for the positive, happy aspects. Even if it's a negative thing that's happened in the past that we're overthinking, you know, it may have actually made some really positive changes within you, within your life, and focusing on those and not focusing on that overthinking energy. All right, so focusing on the happy side, the positive side, and then it's all going to be revealed anyway. So, you know, you just need to choose your mindset. You know, so those things probably won't get revealed to you if you stay stuck in that overthinking loop. You know, it does just become a loop, and you get so stuck in it and you can't get out of it. So the more that you focus on the positive, the more you will actually be able to see your way clear of those clouds. All right. Following the sun, we do have the book there as well. So once again, definite new chapters headed your way. I will get one clarity card for the book for you, because yeah, I'm just feeling though that it's going to be talking about, you will definitely once you focus on the positive elements, you know, the book can talk about knowledge and truth as well. Okay, so it's sort of letting us know that yeah, once you focus on the positives, you will see the truth of the situation, and once you look at things from a different way instead of just getting trapped in that loop of negative thinking, you will actually find the truth of the matter, and you'll have that extra knowledge that will make you realize the full truth. Okay, but I'll just get one more for the, okay, that was the fish. Okay, so the fish does talk about abundance. Okay, so once we have this new once we have this truth revealed to us and we are able to swap from the negative to the positive, choosing to swap over to the more positive thoughts, it will bring in a lot of abundance for you. New chapters that are going to be like amazingly abundant for you. The fish really does talk about joy and abundance, and it has like a financial element as well. So there might be some important financial documents that are coming up in the near future related to whatever it is you're overthinking about. But oh, I just realized I've used my other deck to clarify, but that's fine. Now I will just see if there's anything else we can grab for Aquarius, please. Anything else for Aquarius, please. Anything else that's important for Aquarius, please. Unrelated to this issue, please. Unrelated to this. No, it's just telling us what's going to happen if you get stuck, okay? Yeah, it's just looping. It's just looping, and it's just letting us know that, you know, I'm asking for something unrelated to this issue, and the exact same cards we've just seen in the other section have come on back out. So it's just sort of letting us know that, you know, if you do not make this conscious choice to move away from this overthinking and this you know, that's the mouse card there. If you do not choose to consciously stop overthinking these things and allowing this to eat away at you, that is what's going to happen. You're going to get trapped, because in this deck, the grave, which is the coffin card, it does come out with more sadness attached and more, mourning those things that you have sort of maybe lost in the past, and it's bringing a bit more of a negative energy back through. So the more that you think about these things, the more sadness you're going to feel from those things in the past. And then, that's going to have that loop where you're going to go straight back into that bear energy and start being way overprotective of yourself and not seeing your true strength and power. Okay, so like I said, it's gone back into a loop because we've got exact same 3 cards that we saw in that energy portion. All right, so it's just looping me now on that. So whatever that is, that must be pretty important for you guys at the moment. I understand that, but it may resonate differently for everyone, but it is quite important, and it is something that you have been overthinking quite a lot. It's been eating away at you, and you really need to check yourself and check your mindset and focus on the positives if you want to get out of that loop, because otherwise you're going to be stuck in a loop when it comes to that overthinking. It's just going to make it worse, honestly. Okay, and like we saw, that forgiveness for yourself. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you were the one in the right or the wrong in that past situation. Forgiveness for yourself, okay, when it comes to that matter. All right, you need to forgive yourself in some way, shape, or form. All right. So Aquarius, when it comes to love specifically, please. Aquarius, love specifically. Okay, so we're seeing date coming through. So meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning or setting a date. Okay, so definitely seeing that, once we get out of this cloud energy there, you might start getting back out there and dating someone, meeting somebody new that might be able to help you along your journey. We do also have the clock, which is like divine timing. All right, so things happening in the time that they're meant to, needing time, taking time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. Like I said originally, you may just be in that cycle at the moment where, you're just stuck in a bit of a cycle at the moment where, you're feeling quite low about certain things, and it's making you overthink and get stuck in this loop. So it can give you that opportunity to break cycles at the moment as well, because the third card you've drawn is the dragonfly energy. All right, and that really does talk about metamorphosis, transformation. All right, so being lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapting, changing, and healing. All right, so once again with that sun energy, you will find out the truth of the matter. It's just you need to be in that positive mindset if you want to do that. So, okay, you really need to focus yourself and choose consciously to be on a more positive energy space, okay, and stop letting these things affecting your energy and putting you into this negative loop, because, being lighthearted, you will find out. All right. Now I'll grab a couple of, they're kind of like, I do feel as though they're kind of like confirmation type energy. So it'll help you down the track confirm whether this reading was sort of spot on for you or not. We do find people's initials, birth signs, birth months coming out, but also I do find they're quite good for timing as well. All right. I had 2 just fall out. I will grab a couple more for Aquarius, please. Aquarius, please. Okay, so Aquarius, I am the months I have been given here is February and March. Okay, so whatever is going on with you at the moment, Aquarius, it may have roots in February, March time frame. Those months may have been important with what's gone on. They may also be talking about future February and March period as well. Something big might be coming up for you then. That is quite a way away, but I do feel as though it's probably more past energy coming through with this February, March. But it may also be somebody's birth month or something as well. Obviously, a lot of you Aquarians are February there, so that may be why we've got that coming on through. Now, when I've got the letters coming through, I've gotten one of the weirdo ones, right? Because, you know, there's quite a lot of names that there's quite a lot of letters in the alphabet that don't have that many names or initials that are going to go alongside with those. And I've actually probably got two. So we got I, okay. We have D, and we have H popped out with the February card there. So, you know, and then we do have Q as well. So, okay, straight away, there's probably an Aquarius out there. You need to go and get in the queue to go and get your ID sorted, all right? Straight away, there's someone that might only be for one person, obviously. It's probably a random thing. But I feel with the Q card, it really does a lot more of the time. It represents that idea of queuing and waiting in line. Okay, so that may be somehow relevant to you in your situation at the moment. You may be sort of in a queue waiting for something or something like that. But we are finding, yeah, you know, it could even be the name Di, I suppose. But you know, I'm for one particular Aquarius out there, you need to get your ID fixed up. If there's something wrong with your ID, go and get your ID checked. All right. And H as well. All right, so those could be initials. They could be, you know, there could be some specific word that is coming to mind when you see those letters. Okay, I am seeing with Q as well the word Quinton, the name Quinton as well. So that may be relevant for somebody out there. But you know, if you yourself are sort of thinking of any particular names or words starting with any of those letters, that's probably relevant for you yourself as well. All right, but thank you so much for your time today, Aquarius. Let me know if that resonated for you guys, and leave me a comment. Anyone that comments will go in the draw for a free personal reading as well. And I'll be drawing that when we hit 100, so 100 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe so that you can keep notified. All right, well, thanks so much for your time.